custom woodworking. We're going to talk about shingling. I repeat, I am not a professional roofer, all right, by any means. But we have our 212 roof, which is 9 degrees, which is borderline for shingles. After this, you should be doing what the other people did, tar roof. But in this case, no way in hell. I'm with Kurt. He's kind of got the new gun. We're having a bit of a learning curve with it. Now, the big difference, what we do in the Atlantic coast, and I also saw one part that said, if you put more than 1/8 of an inch of this on here, it would make the shingles soft, because this is an oil product. And you know what? They've been doing it here since shingles came out. It's because we're in a really high wind area. You know, if you can see out here the mountains and the way the wind comes on, you're on Atlantic coast. February tends to be the worst month here for winds. Forget about the hurricanes. Hurricanes usually graze us, or the odd time they seem to be hitting PEI in Nova Scotia. So what this does, it keeps it down. Now you see, I'm trying to put about 1/8 of an inch. I'll get my tractometer to see how deep it really is, all right? But if it's eating shingles, I'm going to tell you something. The shingles ain't worth it. Goddamn. So I take it like this. I'm doing the whole thing. This will also protect here because we have also wet snow. Then we have freezing. We have a lot of ice. So I come down. Usually this is Prince's job, or hammer person, but he's got the cushy job now. He's graduated, and so we got high def, and I'm just going to show here. I'm going to go a little high. You see right here when you have the seam butt, and then next, right? Like you got to overlap. Now, what I mean by that is, show right here. I'm a chicken when it comes near the roof. So when you have the seam, you can see right here, you have shingles like rain, right? Also protects it, and you can feel their lip is starting to catch. Like for us, this is a beautiful day. Last week, oh man, I think all of us are grateful for a day like today. But if you see where the other one is, so when the other seam goes there, that you're not on the seam, and that's really it. And you see how we start up here staggered. All right. Now we're gonna let Kurt go to work here. This is a Velcro lip, a double lip. I'm not happy with the shingle. This is a little too deep. We tried to pull back on it. And they're pushing me back. All right, down, boy. I feel like there he goes. So he's doing 6 holes. They had a weird ass pattern on the thing there. It was like, okay, go here, stagger here. And I mean, like seriously, it was a little hard to find. And you can see there, I kind of a little bit of goop on my part. They'll just burn off. And with this color, I'll live with that any day of the week. And that's it. We'll see. I'm looking at Prince to walk off the roof. We're not tied. I know he's putting his thumb up. We're not tied off only because we're at 7 degrees, and we got to show Prince the scaffolding. They slip. So not to the right. Don't fall on the right. Fall to the left. And that's it. We'll see how we make. We're also going to do a review on the radio and on the nailer. The nailer's been getting bad vibes, on the internet. All right, we're here the next day. We moved at a snail's pace. All right, that's how much we did in the afternoon. But we got everything up here. Like I said, I totally underestimated the tar. It's been a while since I've done it. Probably going to go through like 5 buckets, which is almost 500 Canadian, almost the price of the shingles. But I wouldn't have it any other way on here. What surprised me today, like I haven't done roof for a few years. You know, I don't do them, and you know, we're being super careful. If you're a DIYer right now, an extra day is not going to kill you. be careful of bringing too much of your friends that don't know what they're doing, because they could get really crooked. You could lose control of the project, and it won't be a fun time. All right. The biggest thing is, that gap that goes there. But here's the old shingles. This is what I'm used to. This bundle is $35 versus the new kick-ass shingles that are $42. Now, look at this, eh? There's no comparison. I mean, you got the other way where you see the gaps here. This is what was a nightmare. You go here and you're like, okay, I got to go in the middle, make sure there's no nail, water goes down. Look at these things. I can't rip that apart. Double layer already, and here I am. I'm giving Prince crap because it doesn't meet that gap. Look, oh hey Prince, there's a 1/16 of an inch gap. What are you doing? Look at this. All right, like I'm gonna just show one other thing. Now look at this. All right, Prince can attest to it. He's done all the cutting. This building is not square because we're following the property line downtown, which is, it goes in on an angle 2 feet.
Yeah, this
thing. He's laughing now. Okay, Prince. Okay. Good. Okay, here I go. I got it now. All right, I destroyed that shingle. But you can get the point, eh? Everything's going down. So for the $6, do it. The other thing, getting it straight, I'm only going to give one tip. I'm not a fan of chalk lines. Sometimes when they go, one guy pulls and everybody's like, oh, that's Bible. What we'll do here, we're just going to measure that corner. Measure that corner. We already know we drifted an inch. And partly it's my fault, I was standing up. Kurt's the installer with the gun. Prince is doing really all the work, okay? and me, I'm up here, I'm mudding away here, trying to keep up with them. That's my little station, and let's go. But I'm loving this color. Nobody's gonna see it. You see, there's the trees and the park, and I mean, you almost need a camera to see it. So let's see how we make it at the end of the day. I want to be here at the end of the day. Then I'm back here Tuesday. I'm off because I'm working weekends. I'm off Monday. Then I'll come here. Me and Prince will kind of clean up this area. This will be tricky. And let's see how we make. Let's do it, boys. Time to rock and roll. Okay, so it's at the end of the day. They really started getting very good at it. We all did. We got a little faster. It does slow you down by adding the tar. You can see you lose one man just spreading out the tar. Like we would have been finished if it wasn't for the tar. But like I said, everybody's doing in these parts. And if you looked on the other roof there, they lost a few shingles. So you can't take the wind for granted blowing off the shingles. So I know they're wind resistant to high def. And they said they could handle hurricanes and things like that. But where we are, I would not hesitate. And if I was on the coast, on any Atlantic coast, meaning Florida, Carolinas, yeah, sure, I'd do it. Because you can see here, I can lift that up. It did lift up without doing the tar on that level, because we didn't want the tar there because it would look unsightly. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I love the new subscribers that are coming on board. And thank you so much for subscribing. Bye for now from the coast. Kevin Dunphy.